Welcome to a very boozy Christmas.
That was pretty quick out the gate, brother.
Why?
I don't know.
Restart,
we just said 3, 2, 1, go, and you went.
Yeah.
All right, but we'll see how it goes.
That's how I do it.
All right. Did you stop? No.
Nah,
Are we
keep
going to do
rolling.
it again? We're gonna redo
this is
it.
good stuff.
Resend it. Resend it. These are bloopers.
It's not bougie. It's a very boozy Christmas.
Not bougie. All right, ready? We're gonna restart. Ready? Okay.
What? We don't need to restart. Go. We're going.
Are we starting again?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Anoraks Show, a very boozy Christmas. And tonight's episode, let me start. Ricky V, Shammy Lee, Jordan Lee. I don't think anybody needs an introduction. You know us. Tonight's episode, we be tasting the very old Saint Nick.
Whoa.
It's Nick.
Nick? Very old Saint Nick.
Nicholas.
You got to forgive him. His English is second language.
Forgive my accent.
It's a tough
folks.
translation.
Shall I go ahead and do the quote / affirmation of the day?
I can take that first one.
Oh, yeah.
So our very first quote of the day comes from Buddy the Elf himself. It says, the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
All right, so let me see if I can one-up that one.
Oh, let's hear it.
I got a little quote for you from Gremlins.
Ooh.
You say you hate Washington's birthday or Thanksgiving. Nobody cares. You say you hate Christmas. People treat you like a leper.
Ooh.
Kate Behringer from Gremlins.
Wasn't one of the...
You know why she said that?
Why?
Because her old man got killed in the in the chimney hanging Christmas lights or some bullshit.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
She hates Christmas.
it was kind of funny.
Wasn't one of the Gremlins during Christmas?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah,
One of them.
Gremlins
Second.
won.
Gremlins
Like the
won.
first one.
Yeah,
Very first one.
Yeah. I just got the... What?
Did you? So I rented out the theater a couple of years ago during COVID times.
Oh, spooky.
So and it was like $100. Rent out the theater. Bring 20 of your friends.
Really?
I had like 2 friends.
Hey,
I brought all 2 of my
thanks for
friends.
the invite. Yeah.
Did you not? I don't think my daughter was in town. I know she went.
I didn't get the invite, just like
Yeah.
I don't get the vault invites.
So we went. We rolled in there deep.
Jab at ABC.
It was on Christmas Day, and we watched Gremlins written out AMC Theater. So that was
Number
cool.
one. Okay.
Yeah, but yes, it does take place during
the one that sticks in my head is Greta, the at the end of the second one, the gremlin that's trying to kiss you. You remember that?
The one that's all
That's
dressed
what I
up like a
remember.
hooker. She got all the makeup.
Yeah, she's got the wedding dress.
All right. Speaking of Christmas movies,
Milk Duds.
speaking of Christmas movies, I got a question for you guys. Die Hard, Christmas movie or not?
Yes.
Well, we'll get into
Hands
that.
down.
We're going to get into that in a bit.
We're gonna get into that in a bit. All
Yeah.
right.
So
Let's keep going then.
yeah,
Because that's a deep question. That's a hot topic.
missing a sheet.
I only got
It's
the
a
first
very
one,
controversial topic
Oh,
that
I'm not
not many people understand.
All right, so hey, I got a list of Christmas jokes because my brain capacity is not that good. But
Let's,
hey, why don't you read that
even
first?
the
Yeah,
best-
let's get a first one going.
Read that first joke. Read joke number 1.
Why did the Grinch go to the liquor store?
Why is that?
He was searching for some holiday spirit.
Such a dad joke.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh.
You starting without me?
Go ahead.
How do sheep say Merry Christmas in Mexico?
Oh, I know this one.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Please,
Merry Christmas.
please, Navidad.
yeah, I think
Fleece.
it's fleece, like the sweater.
Yeah.
Navidad.
Ugly fleece.
Please. Oh, speaking of
Yeah.
Christmas and sayings and songs. Mele kiliki maka.
Bless you.
Gesundheit. Yeah.
Mele kiliki maka. Hey, Santa hat, rocking the aloha top. Get it on. What's up, my Hawaii peeps? Aloha.
Santa Claus doesn't go to Hawaii.
Sammy,
Bull-
Sammy,
got
we're going to get you
chimneys.
some
They got
Zyrtec
no
so you don't have that
chimneys.
problem.
Santa Claus.
They got no chimneys.
Santa Claus visits a submarine. You know how he gets down into
Snorkel.
a submarine?
Through the lockout chamber.
The snorkel.
He's a snorkel mast.
Yeah. All right. You want to read another one, or you want me to read them all?
Now, let's go to the next topic.
we'll
Let's go
do
to the
two.
topic. Let's keep it moving along.
No, we'll do 2. We're going to do 2. Was that 2?
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
two. So
okay, yeah, we'll move
let's
on.
keep going. Let's get it moving. Topic
To a
one.
person.
Topic
right.
one.
All right.
Icebreaker.
So, icebreaker. All right, fellas. list me, and in no particular order by all means, undisputable top 3 Christmas movies. Jordan?
Well, I kind of already breached the topic a little early. I said Die Hard.
Okay.
Some may agree, most don't. But he literally saved Christmas from terrorists.
That's right. And there's
Guy's a national hero.
Hold on, I think
That is true.
We got a quote from Die Hard.
Let's hear it.
Ho ho ho, and no, I'm not referring to your last 3 girlfriends. No, that's not it. I'm sorry. No, here we go. Now I have a machine gun. Ho ho ho.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
That's a Christmas quote from Die Hard.
Well,
So Die Hard. Okay.
yeah, Die Hard definitely. My favorite go-to every year, good old Chevy Chase, is the Christmas Vacation.
Chevy.
Chevy.
Yeah, it is.
Chevy.
It's Chevy.
Chevy.
Watch the first Vacation. It says Chevy.
Chevy. Yeah, but his kids' names changed too, and so do the faces.
Whatever.
The shitter's full.
All right, number 3.
That's Uncle Eddie.
Number 3.
Number
He already
3,
said 'em.
you gotta go with the classic. It's the Christmas Story.
Those are good.
You know?
Yeah,
It's,
those might be undisputable.
Yeah, the Christmas Story is 100% undisputable.
Yeah.
That's a classic every
All right,
time.
Ricky, what do you got?
I'd say the number one for me, it's probably because of my kids, is Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
And then I would say Die Hard. I would agree with that one.
Nailed
And
it.
then I was actually watching the Christmas Vacation like
That's-
2 nights ago.
It is the
It is really
classic
funny.
Christmas movie.
Yeah.
I'm telling
but
you.
I must say that Lethal Weapon is also a Christmas movie.
I 100% agree with
There you
that.
go.
100% agree with that.
Yes.
Okay.
People don't know that. Game changer for
Die
them.
Hard gets all the credit, but Lethal Weapon is a sleeper.
So I've got a lot of Christmas favorites, and I don't know that I could actually put any of the ones that I have in the top 3. So I'm gonna diverse. I'm gonna diversify.
I like it.
Yeah.
Let's
So in no particular order, definitely Christmas Vacation.
100%.
It's a Wonderful Life. That's one I got to watch every year.
I mean, that's the ultimate classic. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is a movie that didn't do great when it first came out.
Yeah, but I mean,
That's
now,
crazy.
Now it's
it
like
became good after the
now it's like every
Yeah.
Christmas like marathon you have to have it.
Yeah, it
Like,
wasn't initially a Christmas cult, and then wow, and then I'm going to say I'm going to name the third movie. I'm going to name it for my wife, A Christmas Story.
yeah, that's
It's great. You know
Telling
that I
you.
just got,
shoot your eye out.
So I recently watched HBO came out with technically a sequel, but really it's the third one. But the second one they came out with in the early 2000s was terrible, and I can't even count it. But this one was really cool because it wasn't like a remake; it was a continuance. They had all the same characters. You know, Ralphie was the same, his brother was the same, all the kids he went to school with were the same, and it was a decent movie. I mean. Definitely not like Oscar worthy or nothing. Like it's not going to blow your mind, but I thought it was funny because it kind of, you know, it related it to the next generation. So Ralphie's grown and he's got kids and he's trying to show that Christmas spirit with them to his kids that his dad.
The pumpkins.
The pumpkins and their hounds.
you know that thanks to that movie, A Christmas Story, my son wants a BB gun for Christmas.
Yeah.
Red
We
Ryder?
watched it when he was here. Yeah. Well, the Red Rider, yeah, they have it.
So,
Do they-
Sports
yeah.
Bench,
so I've
the
actually
warehouse.
been to the house. It's in Cleveland.
Yeah.
It's
Wait, I thought it was Indiana.
It is indeed.
So no, so the second movie they say
okay.
it's Indiana, but the actual house is in Cleveland.
We're gonna look that up.
I've been to the house. I promise you this.
I was there.
I was there in the house.
I'm not. It's the same geographical area, so
It's the Midwest. It's all
Yeah.
horrible.
yeah. But definitely the
Why
show.
people want to live there, I don't know.
The show, the movie was supposedly in northern Indiana. So
Yeah, well, the second one they 100% called it out, and they said, you know, because the dad Ralphie was a writer in Chicago, and they went home to Indiana.
right. Yeah.
Now,
Well, yeah, who's yours?
We're gonna look that fact up.
That's what
I got a feeling that Jordan
Or
says
Common,
he's
God
pretty
damn it.
adamant, so I think
Common
it's
is
gonna be
I
right.
Where
have
is the damn movie at?
100% been to that house.
Where's the damn movie at?
Ralphie was
52
just looking for some of that MGP.
Well, we
I'm
want to know
telling you.
where the house was at, the actual house.
So
located.
out of the 52 subscribers, I bet you somebody knows where the house is.
I bet you Jeff Frisbee will tell you where it's at.
Pretty.
I mean,
It's in Cleveland, I'm telling you.
it's actually in Idaho.
All right,
Coeur d'Alene.
all right, y'all. I don't know about you, but I'm
Let's get to this whiskey. We've been talking a lot. Let's get a taste.
getting a little parched, so
Yeah.
we're gonna get onto the dram here. So today, what we've got for you, hey, in the spirit of Christmas, we got this brand of whiskey called Very Old Saint Nick. Yeah, this is a summer rye. Not a lot of facts out there on it. Somebody referenced it and they called it Samurai, which was like they were saying it's a play on samurai with the summer rye. So not a lot of information out there, like I said, but I did see something to where they really just recently started putting this out in the U.S. or some particular one, but there was a lot of it that was being sold in Japan. So the samurai thing kind of makes sense. Yeah.
That's pretty neat. I did not know that.
So the summer rye, so the barrels are dumped before the summer months. Like I said, not much else other than that. It's a rye. There is no age statement, so we don't know how old it is. It's proofed at 119.1.
We know it's very old.
Yeah, it's very, very well.
Very old.
Apparently, they used to do, and we'll get into that when I talk about the distillery here in a second. The mash bill undisclosed. It's rye. MSRP is about 160. So if you're paying, or 169, if you're paying much more over that price, then look elsewhere because it can be had for about 169, and I think that's about what I paid for this one. Don't judge me.
Yeah, don't let that secondary get you.
Yeah. So the distillery is Preservation Distillery out of Bardstown, Kentucky.
Bardstown.
Represent.
Yeah. Other brands. So that's the main. Yeah, that's the main distillery. Other brands are Cowboy Little Barrel. Anybody heard of that? Yeah, never heard of that. The other one is I think
I've
you'll
heard
like
of that one.
Waddy Boone and Sons.
Yes,
Yeah, Waddy Boone.
Waddy Boone, yeah.
I was actually thinking about getting you. They got a bottle at 5 Points.
They got Waddy Boone at 5 points?
They got a 10 and a 12. Yeah, for a decent price.
Is it the bourbon or the rye?
The bourbon?
Bourbon?
Yeah, at a decent price.
Check that out.
So Waddy Boone. So Very Old Saint Nick is peculiar. This is from the website. A peculiar brand collected by bourbon fans for more than 30 years, known for slow-aged Kentucky bourbon, rye, whiskey of exceptional quality. Old St. Nick, or Very Old St. Nick, is always produced in the smallest of 1 to 3 barrel batches. Each barrel is chosen for its character and grace. So some of the stuff that I did find on this is that apparently when they first started up, and this says they've been doing it for 30 years, right? So anybody that follows the whiskey, the bourbon community knows that 30 years ago, bourbon world wasn't doing that great. It wasn't. Wasn't until after
a little bit different.
The advent of the single barrel.
Yeah, that's a game changer.
Help me out here.
Blanton's?
Blanton's. Yeah. Right. Blanton's was Blanton's, and then who was it? So
I think
Booker,
it was
Booker. No,
Blanton's and Booker's.
Booker No did the he did the small batch because he wasn't a fan of single barrels, and so those two, the single barrel and the small batching, and then some other things happening. So anyway, 30 years ago, not a lot of folks were buying it, so I'm sure that they were able to go get some barrels that they weren't putting out, these unique barrels, and that's kind of how I guess Very Old Saint Nick started.
I got a question for you.
Yeah,
Let's hear it.
How do you choose a barrel for its character and grace? You look at it and you're like,
so they've
exceptional
got this,
character.
They pull the plug, they pull the butt plug on this.
It's the bunghole.
Bunghole.
Yeah.
It is, bunghole. They pull the
It's
bunghole.
the proper term, yes.
And they put this thing in, and then they put it into a glass. So they'll take a half an ounce or whatever, and they'll smell and taste, and basically what we're about to do, and they'll decide whether or not it's ready to go.
what a job.
I know.
Yeah. Talk about dream jobs, right?
Yeah. So
I made up my
gotta
mind.
try all this whiskey today.
Made up
It's
my
gotta be
mind.
so terrible.
But speaking of which,
Man,
speaking
case
of-
of the Mondays.
Speaking of which, I was sort of invited to a barrel selecting committee for 5 Points
The boys all
a couple
grown
days
up.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, somebody's got a solid palate.
Well, I think we all got good palates, but here we go. Cork pop.
Bad dude.
Bad dude. I'm just waiting for some. So
He knows
Hey,
it's
look,
coming.
Yeah. Disclaimer. I've been drinking
You've
this
been
bottle.
pounding it, yeah.
We got a little into it.
So
It's a winner.
that's a good chug, boy. So
Yeah.
we're gonna go with a little pour here.
Left to right.
Thank you.
Proper pour. Look at the color on that.
That's light.
Look at that. That's a beautiful color on that.
All right, so don't chug it all down. We're going to get secondary.
Yeah,
and
don't slam
tertiary
it.
pours.
We don't do that.
No, we
Never,
actually we
never.
don't. We really don't. It's the other guests that they just
We
slam
have
it.
one particular guest that we have definitely named a pour after him. That is a little thirsty when he gets a drink.
good old heavy hands.
So that's the dram. Now it's, I'm sure you boys are thirsty. I know I am.
God, that smells good.
It's time to imbibe. So, let's quickly talk about appearance, then we'll go into the aroma. Let's not spend a lot of time on appearance.
I'd say the color is
The color is great.
Copper.
That is a copper, 100%. You got that nice redness to it. It is, oh God,
it is beautiful.
the color's great. The smell is amazing. It's got such a like peppery, spicy nose to it.
I can hear you sniffing in my nose.
Not not many bourbons.
Hey,
Not many.
lay off that booger sugar, will you?
Not many. Not many liquors or spirits do this, but I was like not even close to the glass, and it was like burning my nose hairs.
Oh, really?
It's got a lot of smell on it.
I mean, it's 119.
But it's great.
I'm going to be interested to how you take on this one because I know you're not a big rye fan.
Yeah, you
No, but there's
don't like
some ryes
rice,
that are
but
solid.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
one,
Yeah.
this one's a winner.
Yeah. So I'm interested.
The color,
to get
the
your take.
smell, the flavor. What do we got tiers on this? Look at them legs. Look at them legs. Woo! Long and lean.
Beautiful. They create a beautiful.
It's a good one.
See, I like these bourbons that create that effect.
So I'm getting a lot
dots.
of brown sugar,
Yeah.
some vanilla notes, definitely the oaky flavor or notes in the smell that you would expect from those.
say oaky and vanilla.
Did you
I mean-
get down what the distillery tells us we're supposed to get?
There was nothing on
Nothing.
The distiller, very old Saint Nick website is lacking
Yeah.
of a lot.
It's a mystery.
They've got it
But-
pretty locked down. They want to keep it a secret.
No,
huh?
there's just they don't. It's like they don't even have a website much. So, but it does sound like they've got some more stuff. I think they're.
Another company having problems with their IT.
That's what I was gonna say. They got the same ITs as ABC.
No, it's so the thing with these with this distillery is they've done a lot of outsourcing. I think they've done a lot of outsourcing. I think they're in the middle of getting ready to start doing some stuff. So they might actually
They've been around for
start
30
putting some
years.
stuff
It's
on
got a
there.
very sharp and strong smell.
Right, but you gotta understand
good.
they've been a very specialty niche thing where they
Yeah, real small
outsource.
market.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, let's give it
So
a go. Let's
smells-
taste that bad
smells,
boy.
Anything else on the smells?
A little fruity,
Oaky, vanilla.
maybe like a pitted fruit, like a fig or
Yeah.
something like that. It's
So
spicy, caramely,
It's definitely spicy.
That's
Yeah.
right.
little
So-
fruity.
all right, so
Let's
Jordan-
give it a taste.
Jordan's thirsty, but before we do, you know how we do? We toast before we taste.
Oh, let's do it.
So, Lewis, you wanna
You got a good one?
Yeah.
hit us off with that toast.
Let's
Yeah.
get a Christmas toast.
Anyone who believes that men are the equal of women has never seen a man trying to wrap a Christmas present. And this is true because I just wrapped my presents and they are
such a
not
good
appealing,
one.
my friends. I did some weird geometry that have never been seen.
I'll tell you, I don't even attempt to try to wrap that shit. I just put it in a bag. Get some nice tissue
Yeah,
paper.
it's just-
Get some nice tissue paper coming
I
out the
would-
top. Put
and
it
I
in a
would-
bag.
And I was
call
doing
it good.
it. I was doing it while watching a YouTube video and still effed it up.
I'll tell you,
I just-
women have just the finesse to make it look perfect under the tree and
Oh, it's
picturesque. but
it goes with the handwriting, you know.
Yeah.
They all-
yeah, I will tell you, I can't wrap it.
Did you try it already?
We just toasted.
We toasted. Let's taste it.
I was just giving you shit.
Shit brought a tear to my eye. I don't know if it was the alcohol content or what.
No, it's the
Oh
Christmas.
God, it's good. Oh man,
It is really good.
It's,
God, I love this one.
it's a little hot for 120.
I like that,
but
though.
I don't know if that's the spice.
I definitely like the spiciness. I
like
am a big fan of a little bit of the good old Kentucky hug. You get that burn all the way down. It's got that upfront just oomph to it.
It
And
definitely has a
It's hitting me
lingering
with-
burn.
Yeah.
It's hitting me with like right up front. It's like it's like that floral pepper,
Yeah.
and then I get a little caramel,
I would
or,
agree
or,
with
or
pepper.
actually not really caramel, but more like actually like a dark brown sugar. And then the spice kind of comes through, of that what you would expect from a rye. So that's where I'm at. What do you think?
This is really solid.
You like it?
That's how I like my shit.
Man.
So I love ryes for the fact that they don't like when you get this quality of a bourbon, typically it's just so smooth that it just goes down. But with a rye, I feel like they don't take all the edge off of it. So you get a little bit of that oomph to it. So it's not just like smooth drinking water, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, same thing with same thing with an older Scotch, right? The older it gets, the more rounded it is, and it's just smooth, and it's like drinking water. But I feel like ryes don't really do that. Like you still get that good meatiness to it. Like it's still got that rough edge. Like
this is
but it's smooth, but it's not so smooth that it's like drinking
I feel
water.
like this is on par for me with the Little Book.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Little Book was up there in proof.
Little Book is good.
Yeah. I
I'm
don't know if you remember the
Yeah.
taste on that one, but
big fan.
We did Little Book and Booker's in one day.
yeah.
Yeah, big fan of both of those.
So, but yeah, this is, I don't know. I really got to think that, so there is no age statement, but I'm thinking this is a wide scale, but I'm thinking somewhere between 6 to 10.
I was gonna say 12.
I would probably said like 8 to 12.
10.
I was gonna say.
I was gonna say 8 to 12
honestly, it's probably,
but I say 10 is a good.
because
it wouldn't surprise me
So-
if it was a mix.
so what makes me think it's a little older is the price range.
The name.
Well, yeah, obviously the name. Very old. It's very old, but it's only 4 years. No, but I think just based off the price range, I think that you're going to get. It might not be all 12, but typically once you get in that over $100 price range, you're looking at like a 10 to 12 year drink.
So does the website even
you
say
wanna-
if it's a blend? Yeah.
You want to read the back of that real quick? It does talk about the 1 to 3 barrels, so it's a very small batch.
It's Estate Reserve Summer Rye Whiskey, cask strength, since OSNS. What is that?
Old St. Nick.
Old St. Nick's
Old St. Yeah.
first Kentucky release in 1986. Our family has been proud to present some of the finest, most highly coveted and collected bourbon and rye whiskey. Everything we make at Old St. Nick is in minuscule 1 to 3
Yeah.
barrel batches. That's all we have, with a goal to live up to our legacy. Our distillery and farm in Kentucky is committed to the philosophy of sustainability. Our pristine subterranean limestone ponds provide
Limestone
our
ponds.
water.
Ooh.
We freshly mill our grain on site for each day. With spent mash from distilling used to feed to our own herd and of longhorn cattle, which will provide fertilizer for our soon-to-be planted crops. The great circle of life. We look forward to welcoming you. I like this.
So yeah. So that's their thing, right? So they use between 1 to 3 barrels. So this could be it's probably a mix of something like anywhere between maybe you thought 12.
Yeah, I think probably like a 8 to 12.
So there may be a 6, there may be a 10, there may be a 12 in there. We don't know. It may just be 1 barrel, but I doubt it.
And it might be different every year too. I mean,
I'm sure it is.
I'm sure they
a
don't
small
go to
batch.
like. I mean, even going back to like our Bardstown episode, every single like the 4, the 5, every episode was every bottle they made was completely different. And luckily with them, they disclosed that stuff. But very Old St. Nick and a lot of these super small batch guys, they don't want to disclose their information. They like to keep it close.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I made up my mind.
yeah.
When I retire, I'm going to be a master distiller.
Hey, what?
You better retire early so you can reap the benefits of being a master distiller, son.
What all does it? I don't know if we've talked about this, but what all does it take to become a master
Apparently,
distiller?
it's not like a
Is there
cert, it's
like,
like experience.
There's no certification.
Is there
we
like
talk-
a degree or anything you got to take? Because I know for beer, they want you to take like a
No.
like kind of like a biology sort of thing
Well,
to see how
that's-
like the yeast goes. and-
Remember when we talked to the Yellowstone dude?
Yeah.
He was saying like, no, there's no cert, but
No,
it's just the
absolutely not.
years
Just,
and the quality you produce.
45 years.
Yeah. I mean, either
I think it's reputation.
either
honestly.
somebody.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you get your name on something that's just super popular,
the street credit, baby.
yeah, that
So-
street cred is real.
Here's the thing, right? Yes, so you have the wine people, the sommeliers.
Sommelier.
Sommeliers.
Somalian.
Somalians?
From
Somalians, like the
Moses.
pirates. Yeah, they are the captain now.
So I'm the captain now. So you got the wine people. There's a one for the beer people. There is no title for whiskey, but
Yeah,
I got a feeling that at some point, that might be a thing, and it may be a sad day too because, I don't know, whatever. I'm not gonna get into that, but yeah, I mean, either you got a good palate or you don't.
I feel like whiskey has come just as far as wine. I mean, the palate and the flavors that they can put into this shit nowadays is such a huge range. And like, I mean, I get the wine guys are like, yep, I can nail this down to, this was grown in Napa Valley, California, and this was vintage 1985, and these type of grapes. But I mean, I feel like you could do that with bourbon too, though. Like, yep, this is this is a 95.5, our favorite kind. It's corn and rye.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like you could totally do that.
What are you guys getting for that finish?
It's very long.
Kind of, I feel like a little bit of raisin on the back end.
Okay, I like that.
I was gonna say something really
it hangs
crazy.
out.
I was
The
gonna
finish
say
is
the
long.
back end tastes like Twizzler.
Twizzler? Like, what kind of Twizzler? Like a red
one.
The red one?
Twizzlers.
Really?
It's weird, yeah. To me,
Okay.
I
You know what?
I can respect that. I like that difference.
Here's a caveat to that. So what flavor? Was it strawberry, cherry?
He said red, not
cherry.
black.
I think it's cherry.
No.
I think red is just cherry.
Okay, so
Yeah.
cherry.
Cherry.
I would say I agree, but with a quarter bit of the black licorice.
Yeah, it's a weird
like that
combination.
anise
Yeah.
flavored.
Yeah.
Like,
But I'm enjoying it. It's
Yeah.
really good.
I'm so glad.
this is a winner.
yeah,
Like,
it's
all right.
really good.
I will tell you, we haven't gone to rating yet, but sneak peek, I'd say this might be one of my favorites we've had.
I'd be a dragon.
He'd be a dragon.
What else?
I think we're ready to rate this sucker.
I know I am.
All right.
Jordan Lee.
4 or 5.
4.5.
Are we doing 5? Are we doing 5-0 scale? Or are we doing the new scale?
no,
You already said it.
I know. I jumped
we
the
doing
gun.
5-0?
What-
Because I just did
Are
it.
we doing?
Yeah.
Are we doing the 5-0 scale? Or are we doing this new scale?
No. We're doing the 5-0, but we can equate that out.
I say 4 or 5.
It's
I
not-
love it.
it's not-
This stuff's good.
It's not hard to math. Okay,
So it'd be like a 9 out of 10.
yeah, that's pretty fucking high.
I like it a lot.
Ricky
This,
I had in my mind, I was going to say 4. It's a solid 4 for me.
Okay,
It's a solid 4. In the 1 out of 5, obviously.
so doggone. I've never really thought about rating this thing, and I've had a few sips, folks.
it's had a few out of it.
So, what would I say on this? You're at a 4.5. You're at a 4, right?
You're gonna be a fence riding some bitch.
There he goes.
He's gonna be a fence rider.
He's right in the border.
I just don't know, man. I mean, I love the fact that it's got that oily.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what sells it too.
Yeah.
The oiliness, but then it like dries out your mouth, and I know you think, oh, it dries out your mouth. That doesn't sound like
almost
a good
like
thing.
a kind of like a red wine, right?
Well, red wine, but also it puts me in the mind of a handy.
Thomas H.
Oh yeah, Thomas H. Handy, not a.
Back alley fun back there.
We're gonna circle back to that in a minute. So okay, for me, man, I don't know. 2.5 is a great score. 3 is a really good score. 3.5, I feel like it's got to be really good for me to give a 3.5. And a 4 is just like, I don't think I've given out many 4s, but
I know you have.
have or haven't.
Have.
I've given out many 4s.
What about you?
You went over 4.
You on all 4s?
You went over 4 with Bardstown.
I didn't say that. I said I haven't given out.
That's what I
have
heard.
not-
Many. Okay,
I have
so
not given out many.
I think-
Look, there's 2 types of folks in the world. Okay,
I think
there's
you've
the
given out-
haves and the have-nots, and the fucking have-nots want what I have, and they can't have it.
I think you've given out 3, 4.
Where'd you steal that from?
Chad Woolley, where you at?
Oh, there we go. It's a frog's asshole watertight.
He don't even watch this shit.
I think you've given out 3,
We're gonna
4
tag him in it.
aboves.
Yeah,
We can do
3s
an
and 5s.
episode on just chat.
You know what?
Woolley
Fuck
quotes.
it. I'm gonna give this a 4.
There you go.
4.
I'm going 4.
It's solid.
It is a
It's solid.
super solid. So You alluded to it, so I'm going to
very
go to
solid.
it.
Yeah, let's hear
gave
this new scale.
You gave it a 4.5, which is a
9
on a 10 scale. We gave it a 4, which is an 8. That's easy math.
Yeah, quick maths.
Quick.
So we got this new scale. We're going to test it out. Y'all tell us what you think. So it's a 1 through 10. But what I like about this scale is, well, you tell the folks
The
about
labels.
the scale.
The labels.
No, the fact that,
Let's start with 1.
well, you don't have to read the whole thing. But
I'll read it real
So
quick.
what I like
Okay.
about this scale is that it gives you like
an example.
example, like an equivalent to what they think. I don't remember who made this scale. We'll get back to you on that in the comments or something.
Whoever did
Probably
it,
not, but we say we will.
Whoever did it is already wrong because it says number 1. So 1 out of 10. I'm starting from
1.
1
Okay,
to
let's
10.
hear it.
Jesse James.
1, disgusting, drain poor, and it
Jesse
says
James.
Virginia Distilling Company. Yeah, it should be Jesse.
Okay.
James. Number 2, poor. Forced myself to drink it. Buckshee, bourbon and rye. Never had that one.
Hold on a second.
Buck what?
Now,
Buckshee.
Buckshee?
Buckshee. So
Yeah.
here's the thing, right?
Never heard of it.
This I pulled this off a website. Now these are bottles that they're citing as what they consider to be a 1, a 2, a 3,
Yeah, of course.
up to a 10. So
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be exact, but I like that they kind of give you an example, like a range, right? It's kind of ish.
we ain't never heard of
good.
we never heard of Buckshee.
Yeah, but I mean, the higher on the higher
Number
end
3.
of the scale, yeah.
balconies and a 3.
Well,
Bad.
the
Flawed.
rye,
Hold on.
They're not saying. They're just saying balconies, the whole brand.
Yeah. What did I say?
Bad. Number 3, bad. Flawed. Iron smoke bourbon, balcony.
See, I disagree with Iron Smoke.
I never had it.
Yeah,
And
think
I also-
Iron
Maybe
Smoke-
I had it.
I also think it depends on the balconies.
But that again, that's their inserted
Yeah,
reference.
of
That's
course,
their
it's
reference
palate.
point.
I
Their
think
palate.
That's their reference
I think we
point.
got a comment from the audience.
Hey, just so you know, that thing that you just had, the Redwood Empire,
Yeah.
one of the most famous bourbon drinkers on YouTube,
It tastes
says
like
it's phenomenal.
Yeah,
It tastes like
This is like
tastes like that thing over there, just like that. You know, not
And he says
not
it's
Ricky,
phenomenal.
The
Yeah.
one next
So-
to it.
Everybody's palate's a little
exactly.
different.
Pine
So
tree.
4. Let's get this over with.
Yeah, we got-
Yeah, we
4.
got-
Subpar. Subpar. Many things I rather have. And the examples are AD Laws 4 grain and Compass Box Oak Cross.
Yeah,
I think I've seen that one.
I don't
I've
think
seen-
I've ever
I don't
heard
have
either
any
of
of
those.
those.
5 is not even average. They use the word good. 5 is good, solid, ordinary. Elijah
Okay.
Craig small batch, Buffalo Trace, Old Granddad bottle and bond. Wow.
I mean, those are
I really
definitely
like
I
good to
wouldn't say
average.
Buffalo Trace is a 5, but okay.
OGD is a really solid one.
Good- those are good.
definitely a
I
sleeper.
never had the bottle and bond.
Good average.
6, very good. Better than average. 4 Roses small batch select. Knob Creek 14 plus year old picks.
I could kind of get with that.
Yeah.
That's
Number
not-
7 is great. Well above average. Blanton's original. This is wrong. I wouldn't give Blanton's a 7, but okay.
great, I don't
would give
know.
it a 5. Anyways,
5 or 6.
Old
Yeah.
Weller Antique and Booker's.
Listen, we can dispute those.
We can dispute all these, but I mean, I like
8.
that it at least gives you an example.
Yeah,
What
8.
they think might be the right answer.
I'm just saying. So,
Of course,
and
we're gonna
look. I don't
disagree.
want
It's
to. I don't
fine.
want to drag it out. But anytime you talk about a single barrel, right? You're only basing it off of the one that you had.
They're all way
So
different.
in contrast,
I agree.
Right to contrast,
I
you've
agree.
got a McKenna that was produced 2 months.
2 months
it was
later,
bottled
yeah.
2 months before.
Yeah.
I think the one that I've got 2
we
months
went
after,
we went back to back,
And-
and they were completely different.
and the one that I had that was
What happened? It happened to us with a different bottle. Which one was it?
So
Oh, it's the Blantons. They all taste different.
Yeah.
Because they're all single barrels,
Well-
but they kind of fall in that same common
So going
average.
back to the story that Lee was telling here, his McKenna was what? Yours was like
I think we talked
it was a
about
2 month difference.
yours was like March and mine was like May, something like that. So his was like an early spring and mine was like a early summer, and the flavor was completely different, like totally different
Yeah.
flavored in them. Because I don't know if it's like the weather that they aged in or what, but I mean 2 months difference, and it was like a completely different whiskey.
I haven't had that with Four Roses, but anyway, all right, let's continue on. So
8, excellent, exceptional, 12 plus year old MGP bourbon.
Yeah, MGP.
Highland Park single barrel.
Hey, you know where MGP comes from?
You know it. The Hustlers.
Indiana.
The Hustlers, the Hoosiers,
Yeah, Indiana's for Hustlers. Like
Indiana
Sammy.
Hustlers. Yeah.
9, incredible, extraordinary. GTS.
Of course. Yeah.
Elijah Craig Barrel.
That's
proof.
George T. Stagg.
Jesus,
That's
what is this? Elijah Craig Barrel proof B518 and B520.
Those
That's
are
very specific barrels.
Those are specific barrels. Yeah, that's
I don't know what those are.
that's weird.
And 10 and
So they put GTS as a 9.
George T. Stagg is a 9.
I don't
Okay.
even agree with the things they use.
Well, according to that scale, I think I would definitely scale this back a little bit, but
I don't think because you're comparing it to what they're saying.
yeah,
right?
I'm comparing this to a George T.
It's
Stagg.
totally understandable.
Like I've never had George T. Stagg, but I've had Stagg or Stagg Jr., whatever you want to call it now.
I don't even agree with
and
the adjectives
this
they're using.
What do you got?
I mean, I would say this is on par. It's pretty comparable to regular like baby Stagg,
And number 10, they
which
say
I think would be closer to you
unsurpassable.
guys' scale according to that scale.
A different flavor profile, but yeah,
different flavor profile, but I definitely
rating wise. Yeah.
rating wise, I think it would be closer to what
Yeah.
you guys scored as compared to what I scored.
I'm with you.
I wouldn't
All right, number
use the
10.
word unsurpassable for a number 10.
Unsurpassable.
I would say magnificent, fantastic, perfection, but whatever, unsurpassable.
So you said-
nothing else comes close.
I don't
Blanton,
know.
straight from the barrel.
Hold on. I've never had Blanton's straight from the
neither.
barrel, but hey, if you find something that's a 10, giddy up.
Yeah, there you
Giddy up.
go. Giddy up.
Well,
Saddle up.
I'll tell you, I don't think we've ever even had close to a 10.
All right.
We've had some really good stuff, but 10 is tough.
Hey, fellas. We're on to one last pour and final comments. So
Let's give it a go.
before we get into final comments,
I think we got some more jokes.
Jordan, read the next 2 jokes.
Which
So number 3.
okay. Let's hear it. What do you call a frog hanging from the ceiling?
Is the frog's asshole watertight? I don't know.
Is a frog's ass
I don't know.
watertight? You
I don't know.
damn Skippy.
It's a
Missile.
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 It's the missile
For Bravo.
toad.
Dude.
So I think the joke might be a little incomplete because it doesn't say anything about the missile. So how are you supposed to? I get it.
It's a Christmas joke.
I know.
Mistletoe comes with a kiss. The person turns
Yeah.
into a frog. There you go.
Baby, it's cold
All right.
outside.
We're gonna
And
pass
my
this off to
nipples are
Ricky for the last joke.
hard.
That was that our last
Do the
joke?
next one. I'll
Is
do the last
is that how
one.
that song
Okay.
goes?
Why is Santa so good at karate?
Oh, honey, you know who else was good at karate?
Because
you know who else was good at
because he
karate?
fights penguins.
You know who else was good at karate?
Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley, brother.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you.
Aloha.
Aloha snack bar.
Blue Hawaii.
Aloha snack bar. All right, so do you guys know why he was so good at it?
Jesus Christ.
You guys know why he was so good at it?
Because he fights penguins.
Because he had a black belt.
That's right.
He had? He lost it?
No, he still wears
He's got a
it.
black belt.
He wears
Santa's
a black
got a
belt.
black belt. He's got that big black leather belt.
Santa baby. All right. So last joke of the day.
Show.
What do you call an elf wearing earmuffs? I mean, even if you know it.
I think you can call him whatever the fuck you want.
That's right. You can call him whatever you want because that son of a bitch can't hear you.
There you go.
Hey, you little big-eared freak. All right. So that's the joke out. All right.
That's the last of them.
Drop mic.
Hey, so that's the joke. Oh, you know what? No, we missed something.
What?
Hey, being that it's Christmas, folks, I got a question for you.
Oh,
All right.
here we go.
Hey, Christmas is all about giving, not receiving, right? But during Christmas,
Spread the love.
During Christmas, we all give, and then we often receive. So I got a question for you, fellas. Power bottom, giver or receiver? Do you need an explanation to power bottom?
No.
Does it? Everybody know what power bottom means?
Everybody needs to look it up. I say both
Hey,
because he holds the power to be the bottom.
it depends on the day. Sometimes he can give the gift. Sometimes he can take the gift.
We live in a very equal world.
What's that country song like that? Sometimes Sometimes
Gotta
I'm the
know
windshield.
when to hold 'em.
Sometimes you're the
Know when
windshield.
to fold 'em.
Hey, sometimes you're the windshield. Sometimes you're the bug.
Hey.
Hey, power bottom. Now look, I know some of you are thinking, what are those dudes talking about power bottom? Hey, man, come on now. Sometimes I can be
Getting a little risque.
sometimes hey, I'm in a monogamous man-woman relationship. Sometimes I like to be a power bottom, if you know what I'm saying. So I made him blush. Hey, sometimes you give, sometimes you receive. I'm with you. I
There's a
think a power
question.
bottom is a giver and receiver.
It's yeah.
Was that a little over? Was that question over the top? Was that too much, folks?
Nothing is over the top here because we're all adults.
Hey, speaking of over the top, remember that Stallone movie? You seen Over the Top? Sylvester Stallone?
Over the top.
I'm pretty
I don't
sure
think
we've
so.
brought that up
Hand
in
rest-
multiple
it's-
podcasts before.
No, we haven't.
We've definitely
think
talked
so.
about Over the Top
We
before.
got to watch that.
Over the top.
It's a,
It's a
he's
Stallone movie about arm
he's a
wrestling. It's great.
trucker.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, it's a good one. You got to watch it.
This guy has done it all, man.
So, Sly. Oh,
You've been watching the new Sly Stallone movie?
Yeah, it's not a movie.
TV show.
King?
Tulsa King.
No, I
It's
haven't
a winner.
watched it.
Check it out.
It's a really good show.
Taking over Oklahoma.
All right, so hey, we're gonna sign off with taglines, and so, well, I don't know. You guys got anything before we go?
Merry Christmas, folks, and love you all. That's
And I think his Uncle Eddie himself said it. Merry Christmas, shitter's full.
Does he actually say Merry Christmas?
He does. He's Clark comes out in the morning, and Eddie's standing there with his coffee and his bathrobe and
Fucking lights the street
sad.
on fire.
He's got this big stogie in his mouth, and he says, "Merry Christmas, shitter's full."
Murkrama.
Merry Chrysler.
Hey, I'd like to send a special shout out to Chris Morrow.
Ho!
Murkrama.
Oh, because he was the one that said that.
He always used to say it. I don't know where the fuck he got
Merry
it from.
Christmas, Chris.
If you're watching Chris, Murkrama.
He's
We
about,
called you.
he's about
We
to
called it.
sign the
Murkrama.
deal with the devil. He's about to sign it. He's about to reenlist.
Don't
Oh, yeah.
do
I have faith. He's going to do it. He's going
Don't
to do
do
it. Kudos to you, my friend.
Hey, kudos to you.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with at the end of 20.
It's, not,
selling your
it's nothing
soul.
wrong with having 3 paychecks, motherfucker.
Just nothing. There's nothing wrong with selling your soul as long as it's to Uncle
Ballin'.
Sam.
All right, so yeah, hey, Merry Christmas, everybody. Hey, I appreciate everybody who supported us and watched us, throughout the year. Please keep watching.
Lee's brother, you're our biggest fan.
Yeah. We'll see how, there's a lot of things that are going to be changing here soon. So, who knows, but,
We're gonna keep her going. She's
we're
gonna
going to keep
stay alive.
We're going to keep it going somehow. So with that being said, it's time to sign off. And, I think we go with the or.
Okay.
Let's do both.
I actually
Let's sign
have
it off
spiked eggnog.
Sign it off with the regular, and then give it the old Christmas spirit.
Well, we'll give it the Christmas spirit and then the regular. How about that?
Yeah, send it. I like it.
All right. So, hey, we'll do one last toast. May your eggnog be spiked with plenty of whiskey to get you through the holiday season.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah! Everybody knows that family time's rough.
And then
Mother-in-laws,
That's funny.
brothers and sisters. Enough time to go.
who's gonna
But
sign us out?
I'll take this one. Some ships are wooden ships, but those ships may sink. But the best ships are friendships, and of those ships we drink. Huzzah!
Huzzah! Mele kiliki
Oh,
maka.
Jesus.
Bless you.
I'd be a dragon.